Hey, what's up, everybody? It is a hot one. I am back at school. The students aren't here just yet. We got another, I think this is my last day to prepare before they come back. But in today's video, I'm gonna be showing off the garden just a little bit and talking about one of my favorite flowers to plant with your summer garden. I know it's a little late for that, but I just wanna show it off right now. I know it's really hot. It's 100 degrees right now. It's gonna be 105 today. So I was getting as much work done in the garden as I could. You can see I came back to a flourishing, beautiful garden. Looking really good. The water got shut off a little bit accidentally for a little while, but just enough to throw some stress on the plants, but not enough to kill them. So I'm very thankful that that didn't happen. But let's go take a look at some beautiful flowers. Now, if you haven't already guessed it, sunflowers are going to be the topic of today's video. I'm going to show some off. We have a few different varieties, and this is why I love them so much. They're beautiful, they're rugged, they're tough and easy to take care of. And they bring in pollinators like wild. So they do all these wonderful things for the garden, but bringing in these beneficials is especially one of my favorites. You can see some nips in the leaves from some birds. And some of them have already been going to seed. So I've been noticing birds nibble on some seeds. Like I said, we got a few different varieties out here, and they are just phenomenal. I can't remember the name of this one, but just look how beautiful they are. This one's about 6 feet tall, give or take. Look at that, bees coming right. And look at all the pollen attached to that bee right there. Let me see if I can get it. But yeah, so the bees go crazy for it. These flowers are just bee magnets. They are just a wonderful, oops, sorry. Oh, what's going on here? And they are just wonderful for the garden. We started these all by seed with the students back in late spring. And now they are growing. Look how big. This is a big, massive one right here. Look at that, big beauty. And yeah, so we have some that are edible for us, some that are just kind of beneficial for the garden in general. And so let me take a quick little tour and show some of these off. So like I said, I had some varieties that stay kind of shorter to the ground, but still get that traditional nice big head, the single blossom on there, and they're great. So there we go. Let's see out here. You can see we have some mammoths planted. I also got in some Mongolian giants, which can get a little bit taller than the mammoths. So you can kind of see, here's the outline of our garden. The pumpkins are doing good, but when the water got shut off, that really threw a cog into things. But here you can see a spent flower. So that's basically a bunch of flowers that make up the flower. And if you look below that, that's where all those seeds are at. And so if you want to harvest seeds for next year, let them finish up a little bit. They're about done once all of these flowers are all kind of fallen and dried off. That usually means the seeds have developed. Typically they're fully formed, and then you can save them. Like I said, some are better for eating, and some are just great for saving for planting for next year, or for making your own bird feeder mix if you're into that. But just, I mean, look at these. They created a perimeter around our garden here at the school with them, and it's been great because, like I said, it's 105. It's been over 100 the past few days. We've had even hotter days than that this summer, and so for us, it's just nice to have a little bit of shade out here. I mean, look at these ones right here. Look how beautiful that is. I wish I had my equipment to show you a closer look, but they are just beautiful. And I said I didn't do much to them. They started as just little, 3-inch little seedlings that we planted in little cups and containers and 6-packs, and then brought in. But they are great. So if you need to create some verticality in your garden temporarily, they are an awesome choice. If you want color, if you like cut flowers, they are a great choice. And if you like, look at this one, just another bee hanging out. So the bees are just having a ball. The birds love it. And I mean, look how big that one is. It's hard to get the scale, but these ones are huge. And so for us, it's been nice just to have a little bit of shade. Actually, just walking right now, I'm actually walking under the shade of them, and it's just nice. It's just, I mean, it's so blistering hot out in the garden right now. And then a lot of our fruit, so on the tomatoes, they're doing gangbusters. They're did a really good job at surviving and having an awesome summer. But some of the fruit obviously will burn and get sun scald. And so it's nice to get a little bit of just any kind of support, any kind of bit of shade or canopy. Right now we're kind of on the back side, but I did plant some on the other side as well, just not as nearly as many. And so it's nice just to have some degree of shade. If you need more, obviously on the south facing side, that's where you can plant a lot more. Right here, I'm walking on the north side of our garden. But either way, it's just nice to have some shade. Like right now, just working out here, harvesting. It's nice. I can put my baskets down, have them in the shade, go grab some tomatoes. As you can see, there's plenty of tomatoes. I've been doing work these past few days getting ready for the students, and I haven't had any chance to actually harvest the good tomatoes. I've gone through and pulled some of the overripe ones off, but it's just been really busy doing other things in the garden. But looking forward to a good harvest here pretty soon. But you can see the different varieties here, creating a little bit of just a little bit of a perimeter around the garden. And then look how heavy this one is. Oh yeah, it's bent over. Oh, that's a big one right there. And so this one's still finishing up. I'd probably give it a little bit longer. And then here, let me see if you can kind of see the seeds right underneath there. And so that is gonna, I mean, look how many seeds are gonna be. Every single individual was a kind of like a little part of the flower. So it's actually many, it's a composite head. I think there's many different little flower parts in there, all the different pistils or carpels. It's great. So sunflowers. If you want to bring in pollinators, create some verticality, create potential shade for some of your areas at certain times of the day, you can do that with sunflowers. They love the heat. They're growing. I have them at home and they're going just wild right now as well. But you can just see them. They're kind of pop up in the garden just like those palm trees do on the other landscape there. So they are just great. I highly recommend them. There's so many varieties out there, from ones that stay really short and even shorter than this. So we have like 3 footers all the way to like 14 footers, but you can get ones that are even shorter. And like I said, they make a good bouquet when you want to get some. You just cut them, throw them in some water, and they are just awesome to enjoy. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you like the garden. If you stayed around this long, I thank you. So please like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. I really appreciate it. It's fun to be back in the garden. It is so hot. I know it doesn't translate, but I'm sweating right now so hard. It is blistering hot out here. So I'm looking forward to get myself some water and getting back in that shade. But you know what? I got some work to do. So until next time, garden friends, happy gardening to you all. Please never stop growing and never stop planting sunflowers, unless it's too cold. Then you can't do that. Take care now. Bye-bye then.